Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Welcome. I know you have many choices for Wednesday evening entertainment, and you choose us, and we appreciate it. We really do. So welcome, everybody in the chat, our good mods, our good friends. Welcome. I'm going to bring in our few hosts tonight. Everybody had a lot going on tonight, so we're glad to have JPixel and Galaga Guy 88 in the house. Gentlemen, how are y'all?
Doing good.
So real quick,
fantastic.
Awesome. Well,
fantastic.
Multicade Matt is working very diligently. G.I. Joel is doing a lot of cool stuff. I'm sure he's probably in the shop building stuff, listening to us like right now. And our good friend Stock Jock needed to spend some time with the wife, so can't fault him on that as well. Hopefully our good friend Chaotic will be in the house. I don't know if he's got something going on or whatnot, but hopefully he'll come in soon. So, well, you got us. So
we got it. Let's do this.
plus me. So.
Oh, so yeah, we got Todd. We got Todd in the house. What up, guys? Got Todd. Heck yeah.
There's room for one more.
There's room for one more. There's no room in the end, Danny. There's no room in the end.
It's the same guys from yesterday. Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. Brian looks a little different.
You guys
Shotgun Shot says your mic is loud. Uh-oh.
Is it? Is it?
Babe. Yeah.
Jeez, oh, pizza.
Just whisper.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, I'm moving. Oh, dang. It is.
We actually had a surprise tonight. This is not an episode of AA. This is an intervention for Todd.
Yes.
Oh, God.
But
the Open Fridge crew has come here to help Todd. How's the audio? How's the audio now, guys? Let me know.
What did I do this time?
What didn't you do?
What did you do? So,
what didn't you buy?
Have you pre-ordered? Yeah, have you pre-ordered the new new
which one?
The Iconic Arcade?
Yeah.
Wait, guys.
Hold on.
Mr. Encoder said we don't need to talk about that. All we need to talk about is Fast and Furious is back in stock, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, how much? How many Fast and Furious are in stock, Mr. Encoder? Can you give us a live count, please? I know you.
If you go to our Discord, he's been keeping track for us. He's got the live count going on.
Got the live count going on for us. So yes, I did.
Yeah, if you go into.
Go ahead. There you go.
In the arcades.
128.
128. Okay. Yeah.
So you still got, if you haven't ordered it yet, you still got 128. Oh, 127. Someone bought it during the show and used.
It was Todd.
Probably me.
He's like, well, you can't just have two. You gotta have four. No, we love chit chat with Todd in our group because every time there's something that comes out, it's like literally within like 10 minutes. Todd's like, I ordered one. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's great. I love it.
If you see him going like this, if you see him like looking down, you know he's buying something. What did you buy earlier today? You said a picture of a box. I'm like, what the heck did you buy now? You didn't even tell us.
I didn't even tell you. You
don't want to say it?
And you said, I have a problem or something like that. You're like, guys, I have a problem. You had like a picture of a box. I was like, I don't even know what it is. It looked like maybe like a riser or something.
No. What a riser.
We need to do a poll. What did Todd buy? And you need to give him 4 choices.
Oh, Lord. That might be a problem.
And you don't have to say what you bought. You could just like, okay. You put 4 choices of things that you think people think you bought, and then you should do that.
Okay,
that would actually be funny.
The storage unit.
Back to the Fast and Furious though. This is like the perfect time for it to come out though, because Mr. Encoder just did, their mod of it, and it's like then they come back in stock. It's like, hey, that's pretty cool. Like
it's just like Blitzmas happened, and everybody's looking for Blitz.
Mr.
Yeah.
Cutter, I assure you, Matt is not gone. He is just working nonstop. You know those IT guys, they're like just nonstop
He was in the
working.
woods, and then he came home, and they put him to work. So unfortunately, he's
So Matt is still with us. Stock Jock is still with us. The whole crew is still here. Just a lot going on this Wednesday night.
we all are busy for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why we're busy. I don't get that, but so you really want me to put? You really want me to put?
Yes,
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
And then there's another poll. While you're doing that, we have a new section for the Iconic Arcade. There are two choices, and I put a poll in there. I just kind of want to get a vibe of what people like better, the Alpha one or the standard Street Fighter one. So if you guys want to go into Arcades Anonymous and check out our new section, and it's called Media One Up Iconic Arcade section, we have a poll in there, and you can go in there and vote and see which one people are liking better. And what, as far as you guys, which one are you guys leaning towards this aesthetically?
I'm leaning towards the Alpha 2 one. That's the one I think I would choose if I was going to get one. Just because the only thing I don't like about it is the bezel. The bezel I think is kind of bland, but I do like the side artwork and I like the marquee and the control deck. You know, I think they're both. Are the control decks the same?
They're basically the same machine except for the side art.
Okay, well I like the side art better for the Alpha 2, so that's one I'd probably go with. I never liked I know it's more towards the original, but I've never liked that whole like Street Fighter 2 like pink like thing that they do. I don't know. I've never.
It's
liked
more that 90s look.
Yeah, I never liked that one. I know it's like what it was. Some of them were actually done up like that, but like I just have never liked it. So I'd definitely go with the Alpha 2 if it was me.
See, I was in the same boat as you until I seen the other one, and the original Street Fighter kind of grew on me a little bit more. I mean, they're both good. I think they both look, and I'm usually particular to blue, and it was just as more I looked at how they did the side art and stuff, I was just like, I kind of digging that Street Fighter 2 look. You know, I was just, I don't know. I actually like that 90s vibe. So right now it's 5-1 in the chat, but I just put it up. So I got it got about 3 days. You guys can vote on that. But for me, I mean, I wouldn't be mad about either one of them, but I'm leaning towards the Street Fighter 2. But from what everybody was saying who was actually there, when I got to see him in person, they said the Street Fighter, the Alpha one is more people are going towards the Alpha. So I guess, you know, seeing it in person might change my mind. It's kind of like that Snoopy when we see the Snoopy in person, that Snoopy at games pinball. People are like, oh, this actually looks really cool in person. So maybe we just have to see him in person and we can kind of decide.
Yeah, I went with what the Warrior one, the kind of the like 80s 90s vibe one. That's the one I pre-ordered. So
wait, you pre you actually
yep. Nerd Lounge confession here. I pre-ordered it, paid full price, and yeah. So
okay, so this is coming to the storage cage.
Yep, coming to the storage cage.
Okay.
Well, probably coming to the Nerd Lounge first before it goes to the storage cage.
Well, I put both our affiliate links in our private chat, so I gotta get you while you're hot, man. Before I cut you out.
Did you buy the Fast and Furious? Did you buy the Fast and Furious?
Did you buy the X Arcade? Because I put both.
I'm not going to say anything on that because the poll is going. So this is what it says.
Okay.
What did Todd buy? Fast and Furious.
Like I said, it's like, what didn't Todd buy?
My arcade crap is an option.
That is my vote, by the way.
And then countercade or an arcade console. So we'll
arcade console.
So we'll see 17 votes in. I'll give them a little chance before we
let that simmer.
Let that simmer a little bit. My arcade, Biggie D, is a firm believer.
But this box was big, guys. This box wasn't. It was a bigger box. Like it looked almost like it was a riser box from GI Joe.
We need to have a little scene of what's in the box. What's Brad Pitt? What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Yeah, that's what we need.
He's got his light gun out. What's in the box?
Definitely my arcade.
It was bigger though, guys. It was bigger. It wasn't like a little thing.
How do you know that there wasn't multiple things in the box?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm being honest here. I mean, I did just send you a picture of a box.
You did send us just a picture.
Yeah.
So
box.
Legitimately. So don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Vote what you think.
Yep.
So yeah, you did. So neither
this
one of you.
This could be a weekly thing too. This could be a weekly thing. This.
Truly. So none of you pre-ordered. None of you bit the bullet. You went ahead and just you're waiting for more. You're waiting for more info or more pictures or whatever the case.
No, I'm on a spending freeze right now. I can't spend a dang thing. Right now, but if I could, I would. I would go for the iconic arcade. I would go for what you did. I think so. But like I said, I could go Sheldon's route and lean towards the Alpha. I don't know. But I think with the grandkids and stuff, I think I would just do the regular Street. I don't have a Street Fighter though. That's the thing. I don't own a Street Fighter at all.
Well, that's what I was telling you guys in chat. The only thing I've got, Fourth Horseman coming in. Good, welcome you. Only thing I have is a Gen 1. I kept wanting to get a Big Blue. Never got the Big Blue. Never got any of the other Street Fighters. So the only thing I have in the arcade is a Gen 1 Street Fighter 2. So, this is definitely an opportunity for me. So
yeah. And we were talking yesterday as this is the ultimate Street Fighter cab.
Yep.
As far as like, if you don't have a Street Fighter, you just want one Street Fighter cab. This is the one to get. This is definitely either skin would be the definite one to get.
Yep. Got a $4.99 super chat from
Logan
so Long.
Much.
Good friend, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As one that collects all cabs and doesn't mod, this is a no-brainer. With the option to be able to swap SDs later for different games, I'm excited. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. Great point. Swapping out that SD for different games,
which
is a valuable option for sure.
And we'll get to some of that momentarily here.
Yeah.
Now, I know good friend Matt, his ultimate cab, he wasn't into this, but he's really into KI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, it Spiggy, stop it. Pi 5 can emulate KI 1 and 2 pretty well. Is that true?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But I mean, if
I have it, I actually pulled it up on the Pi 4 and it ran it. It was stuttery, but it wasn't like you could pull off some moves. It wasn't like, it's not like I'm not gonna say playable, but it's like you could do stuff. So if the Pi 5 has a little more oomph, a little more power, I think it could handle it. So
Retro Lizard is saying that the Pi 5 can emulate up to PS2 and GameCube.
Oh, that's another.
So.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Because you know what? Know what's on the PS2? Tekken 5.
Yep.
Tekken 5. Yeah. That's probably my favorite version of Tekken 5 2 is on the PS2. So there's that.
So do you think that I know they said some stuff about getting different licenses and things. Do you think that they're going to keep making the same exact form factor and then just throwing different SD cards in a Pi 5 and reskinning it. I mean, honestly, they have like a moneymaker. You could just keep doing that with this. Like, I mean, exactly the
So-
same format. Just keep doing it.
So obviously the cab itself looks great, and I think that
Yeah.
the design is really good. I see some people needing to put a riser on this thing, getting an inline riser for it, or having just something stepping up. But
Even at 67 inches, you think it still needs a riser, maybe?
I think there's going to be some tall folks out there that just think that they need a riser on it.
Okay, Biggie D, you need to get one of these. You need to get one of these because you'd be the one to test it because you're like
Yeah.
8 foot tall.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But
You're like 8 foot tall.
but I think you're right, Galaga guy. I think what they'll do, they won't break the mold first couple of rounds. They'll keep that form factor the way it is, and they're just going to reskin them, however, whatever. Like, let's say the Tekken, they finally give us a Tekken, or they come up with a different license or something. They're just going to reskin it, put a different marquee in it, put a different SD card in it, and ship it out. And I think it's an option. At least that'll get us, a couple of cabs we probably want, and then we can go from there, and see something else. I don't think they're going to intervene. I don't think he's going to, until he gets a good footing in the ground. I don't think he's going to change up things too dramatically for probably the first or second run.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I've seen it, but somebody showed like a bunch of other cabs that people would want. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people were disappointed that it was Street Fighter. I noticed it's like, everybody's like, it's another Street Fighter. I get that, but somebody showed like the Robotron. They just showed a bunch of different cabs that would actually work with that form factor they're using right there, like you said, and just being able to reskin it, pop in another SD card, and you got yourself another cab.
Yeah.
So it's possible that this could be if it's a good enough form factor, we could see reskins of this and people just buy them. I mean, this could be the new shark fin. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I think they came out with a solid hitter to begin with, and from what the pictures that I've seen, the video from them putting it together in the hotel room, seeing the parts behind it. I mean, I think they did a good job on it. So I'm looking forward to getting one of these in my arcade and checking it out.
Whenever they had it, like where they were building it, I mean, it was almost exactly like what it is to build an arcade one of, like the same, like, pieces that you put in place to put that other piece of the other side of it on there. Like it was almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
For me personally, it was, I just felt like as soon as I heard it was Street Fighter again, for me, I just kind of felt like I have my Vuelix, that I plan on doing stuff with where, to me, I don't really need a Street Fighter. So that's why I'm like, but I also think to myself, okay, if Arcade 1-Up right now, if this never happened and Arcade 1-Up came up with an XL Street Fighter, I don't know how I'd feel about it. I might be like, if you finally did it, like, I might buy one just because you finally did what people ask you to do. So I don't know why, but like I feel like I might be more inclined to buy their XL over this one just because of like they finally would do something that I wanted to do. So now that another company's done something I wanted to do, I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know why I feel like that, but it's just strange. But I don't know if I'll get this or not, but I do see the appeal to a lot of people for it, I guess. The Pi 5 is a huge game changer for sure, especially with modding.
I mean, you're going from what just a PCB to a Pi 5 that you can do so much more with.
Mm-hmm.
It only makes this makes sense in the duration of the whole evolution of these cabs. And I'm glad. I'm glad to see.
Do we want to show what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Retro Lizard, he's like chomping at the bit to like to get into this thing. He's like, I'm gonna take this thing and just like mod it to no end. Like he's like ready.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go full screen or not, but
yeah.
So this right here is I kind of mocked up. This is actually I have my ALU that I got from Sam's, and I got a Pi. This is a Pi 4. No, just full screen me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This is a Pi 4, and I basically just grabbed as many of the games that I could. So and I kind of like how I thought they might set it up more of a tile system. So this kind of gives you an idea of what kind of interface they probably would go with. This is just a theme in a tile. So this kind of give you an idea what you'd be looking at when you use the Pi. This is, like I said, this is a Pi 4, but Pi 5. These all play great on a Pi 4. So a Pi 5 is just going to be better, I guess. So yeah, this is. Do you guys have the full list pulled up? I pretty much tried to grab everything I could. So this is for the that's on that cab. Yeah, Iconic Arcade. So I got 1942, Final Fight, and then I didn't have. This is Gigawing 1, but they're adding Gigawing 2, which I didn't know was a shmup. Shoot 'em up, but I actually played it, and it's actually really fun. I was actually having a good time with this one. So, second one, this is the second one, and then of course you got the Alpha series. Knights of the Round was one of them, and then the Alpha series 2, 3. Now I did have to set this up, so hopefully they have this all set up for you. There was a little configuration. 1, 2, and 3 is included. Yes. Third Strike. This is the Dreamcast version, but it plays just like the arcade. And then I think I had Super Street Fighter, but there were so many more I could add to this.
Yeah,
because it's a Pi. But this is kind of the lineup. Is there any I'm missing? Do you guys see?
1944 Final Fight, Gigawing 2, Knights of the Round.
Yep.
You have Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter Alpha.
There's one called Pro Gear. What's that one?
Pro Gear I couldn't find. Yeah, Pro Gear I couldn't find. That was the only one I couldn't find. Okay. So,
and then everything else is what Todd said.
Yep. So this kind of give you an idea what it would look like. I'm thinking they would probably go. I know if Bobby Boo got a hold of it, he would have like crazy with a bunch of anime girls on it and stuff like that. But I think there would be a little more just like easy, just a list of games you could play.
Now,
but by the way, I already have this whole thing on an ALU with a Pi, and it's a lot cheaper.
So Jay, did you see them use the interface at all? Was it something that...
No, they haven't done anything with the interface, so that's why I was kind of like just doing a mock-up of one of what I kind of think it would look like. So, and if you have an ALU with a Pi, you can actually just set this all up right now.
Yeah, you can just buy a Raspberry Pi and then just do it yourself. Raspberry Pi 5.
Yeah. And it's and there were, I know Mystery Encoder and stuff, like, are they going to be mad if that card gets out? Because honestly, that card can be cloned, but you don't even need to clone it. I just recreated the whole thing today. So just give you an idea what it would look like.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm digging this. I don't know how the rest of the community feels. I know they like the other skin, but I'm really. This is why I pre-ordered it right here. That's just a beautiful looking.
Yeah, the look of it's beautiful. Yeah.
So
HDMI out, it's huge, and officially licensed by Raspberry Pi, whatever that means. Light up coin door, online play. Online play is. I wonder if they're going to have their own servers.
Yeah.
So, but you can already do online play in the Pi. There's a way to do. I forget what it's called. Fight Club or Fight something. I forget what it is.
Yeah.
You remember? But there's a way to do online right now. So.
And I mean, as many games as I have, I have a couple of different ways to play Street Fighter. I have a couple ways to play 1944 or Final Fight. It's just nice to have all of these already on the cab, and then just the possibilities with it moving forward is just awesome. So.
Yeah, Mystery Encoder has a lot of good questions about the matchmaking aspect of it. If they're going to put actually work into that, that would be a plus. That would be something that you wouldn't get by just doing it yourself.
Yeah.
The other thing that concerns me, I mean, especially if you're buying this because you want the online play, is there's not really a great track record with online play with the arcade one-ups. Like there's been a lot of issues with those, so keep that in mind. We don't know what that's going to look like. They haven't showed anything. We don't know how their interface is going to look. Like that's all just like up in the air right now, guys. We have no idea. So I mean, hopefully it's good. We're gonna have that, be a little hopeful that they're gonna do a little bit better than what Arcade One Up did with like MVC2, like in the beginning, especially whenever that was just like so like it wasn't there and then it was kind of bad. Hopefully they'll do a little bit better than that, but yeah, we have no idea, not at all.
So Papa Brad was like, no software shown. That's scary. I agree. I would love to see some gameplay and some of the features they're talking about. Mystery Coder came back and said that they said none of it's plain and clear.
Yeah, none of it's done yet.
Prototype, physical design of the cab, no software.
That's really where it's going to shine, like fall on its face or shine, is on the software side of it.
Yeah, we know what the hardware is like because we already have a good visual point thanks to Arcade One Up. But now, I'd love to see that side of it. But I'm not going to get it till June, so there's plenty of time to do that, to show me what it's going to be like. So, and I have faith that John D, being the Capcom guy that he is, he's going to make it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his name's on the line, and this is an old employer, so definitely. And he's got that fighting guy involved. He's big in the community, so I mean, a lot of these people are putting their name on the line for this. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'm not.
Highlight Mr. Encoder's last comment here. So the software being that it's a Pi 5, it's not hard to get right. So that's a lot different than Arcade One Up 2, is that they're not making these specific PCB boards to fit a cab specifically, and they're not like kind of Pi 5's a lot more reliable than what we were getting with Arcade One Up. So that is a plus. Not saying that's going to be, fantastic. We don't know yet how they're going to do this, but it is already showing a lot better position than what they were in.
The Fourth Horseman said he's seen gameplay today. Did you just see the game itself being played? Because that's easy enough to do.
Yeah, but
I can show you that right now.
The other question, I'm not beating up another company or whatnot. Remember how long it took for AtGames just to give us pictures of the UI? It's a work in progress. We as fans and people in the community, sometimes we have to just say, "Oh, let's give them an opportunity to get these things right," because, we get that there's things going on. You have to be realistic here, people. Sometimes certain stuff. Should he have had it ready by CES? Yeah, I mean, it would have been great if it had been ready to roll, but he got money from me.
I think if you had to choose between getting the cab ready and the software, if you're going to something like CES, you want the cab first.
Yeah,
because you got to show it off. Yeah, look at what they did with Wonderland. They showed us a blank thing.
Yeah,
they're like, we're trying.
Yeah.
AtGames is working with custom hardware as well matured as F1 and their online store. Yeah. So.
It's hard for me because Arcade One Up has taught me never to pre-order anything because they had such a bad reputation of like something being majorly wrong. But like this is like kind of cool. So it's like it puts everyone kind of in this like, okay, I don't know. It's hard to decide what to do, but it's each and every individual's choice.
So think about it this way, Galga guy. Worst case scenario, you're getting a sweet looking cab with a Raspberry Pi in it.
Yeah. So then the question,
you know what I mean? And you're gonna be able to do whatever the heck you want.
I want to pose the question, and this is just simply a question to pose. The ability to upgrade it in the future is there, right? There's nothing holding you back from
nothing.
You can, when Pi 6 comes out, Pi 7 down the line.
Oh yeah.
Unless there's something prioritized. Of course, they say it's
I don't know if you'd be able to pull I don't know if like you could pull a Pi 3 card and put in a Pi 4. You might have to be changed on that. But as far as like peripherals and stuff, what they were showing was a USB. It was a USB deck plugging into it, which if left the thing open for a PC, you could throw a PC in that thing.
So the ability, let's just say that if something goes wrong, heaven forbid, but if something goes wrong, I can make that cab into whatever I want it to be.
Yeah.
The ability to turn that in, and I can't do that with an arcade 1-up without doing a complete deep mod and totally changing up this. It's giving me options. It's giving me the availability to do things. And
Jason right here has a good point.
I think that's cool. So
you're not gonna deal with the different proprietary monitor stuff, the HDMI converter.
Yep.
And they already have the HDMI port there. So this is if it's a Pi, it actually has 2 outs on the HDMI. So it's cool. It's good.
And even if they tried to lock us out, because Mr. Encoder said yes, a Pi can be locked down. There's other ways to get around it, right?
Well, heck, just buy the Pi 5. Just buy a Pi 5 for $80 and just take that one out and put the new one in.
Yeah.
Just say, here you go.
Or a PC, and then you're talking. You put a PC in there, you're talking Street Fighter. What? 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to say,
Tekken. Anybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think there's
Tekken 8's amazing.
It is amazing. I agree. We got to play.
Yeah, tons of options. So I'm pretty happy with it. I hope
if this would have been a Tekken cab, they would have had my money like instantly, because I would be like, dude, Tekken's something different. Like, I wish it would have been Tekken, because I think it would have been so much more hype around it. Street Fighter's still good, He went with the safer option.
But he did give Third Strike an alpha. That's the first time Third Strike's been offered and alpha. So that is something new. People are like, I want something new.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, but it's still Street Fighter. It's still Street Fighter. I don't know. It's just like I don't know.
I get it, because that's probably the first one, but
yeah.
I mean, I honestly
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a Tekken in the future, hopefully. But now, I mean, if you buy this one, technically you just reskin it and put a PC in it or a Pi, do something with the Pi, and it's like you can just do it yourself, I guess. But
how do you guys feel about the size? The 9/10 scale.
It's going to be different because I'm used to the 3/4, and I haven't gotten an XL in my arcade. I haven't added anything that's an XL, so it's definitely going to be different.
Well, you got the ALU, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that's the largest thing in the arcade. So
it is quite big.
So, but I am looking forward to seeing how this compared to the other machines as well. So
I'm worried about my arcade 1-ups, like the 3/4 scale, because I'm like, if these start coming out and I start buying these, my arcade 1-ups are gonna look so tiny.
Yeah,
you're gonna have all these the extender boosters for Joel's gonna have to start making a bunch of them. We gotta make them the same size.
Yeah.
So let me pose this question to you two. What would make you buy this today? I know you said Tekken 3, but what if 3 months down the road, a feature or something that he said or something that just popped out to you, and money wasn't an issue? I know you're on a buying freeze, Jay, but what would make you say, I'm buying this thing? What, aside from, what we've already discussed, is there something that would just make you pull the trigger on this right now?
PC of some sort, maybe a small form factor PC with the ability to put Street Fighter at least 4 on it.
Okay.
If I could have a Street Fighter 4, 5, 6 machine.
Okay.
No, I'm take my money if it had that skin, because everything else be able to play. So that I think if they need to step it up. I mean, we finally got to. We can realize this is the farthest they've gotten with Street Fighter 2. So there's so many other Street Fighters out there that they're not even touching.
Yeah.
And if they could do that, that all has the built-in online play, has all the stuff already. You don't have to worry about it. If it's a small form factor PC, they can license those things off. Give us those ones. It's going to breathe new life in those games. And believe me, if you know how to play the old Street Fighters, you can pick up the new ones pretty quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would bang. If I could have that, man, shoot.
What about you, Gallagher guy? What would sell you?
I think that Retro Lizard's going to end up selling this to me because he's going to start coming out with stuff, and I'll be like, "All right, I gotta get one," because Retro Lizard's going to do all the stuff. But beyond that, like if they would say like, I don't know if it'd get me to buy it like right immediately, but would help my give me incentive to buy it is if they came out and said, "Hey, we're putting sandwall sticks and and buttons." If they said that, like that would like immediately boost me being like, "Oh man, I might want to get that." Because
what if they have a premium version?
See, that would be more tempting to me because
but we're talking what, $200 more?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's going to cost you. But if they did it for you,
more.
Yeah.
How much more though? Has this been discussed with the Arcade1Ups for like so long? Like to upgrade the buttons, it's not gonna and sticks. It's not gonna cost very much. Like they just like would not do it. And it's like, please just do this with this one, John D. Please just do that. Just do that with this. Like because it doesn't cost very much. We'd even eat the cost if it's like an extra, $50 or $60 or whatever it is. Just like put it in there. Like we'll do it. And the fact that I know it was a prototype. It wasn't the original one at CES, but you could see B and Fox being like, "Yeah, the buttons and sticks, they're not that great." Da da da. And I'm like, man, like this is like deja vu, man. Just put some good buttons and sticks in there. That would like upgrade it so much in my mind. If it's like, okay, they're really thinking this through and listening to people. That would be my number one top priority. There he is. Hey Brian.
Guys. How y'all doing?
You all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Glad you're here, my friend. Glad you're here.
You made
you can
it.
Have you can have the best software and you can have the best version, but if you've got crappy sticks and buttons, it's just gonna ruin the game. Like you got to have the right buttons and sticks. So that
I heard the BOE monitor is the only thing that's important.
All right. Let's give our boys some time. Have you been watching?
No, sorry, I haven't.
No, you're cool. You're cool. So we started out with the iconic arcade. So give us your take on it. I want to hear all your thoughts and feelings on it.
Spill the beans.
So very happy with the shape, the size, and everything like that. I'm happy for people who love Street Fighter and everything. I'm glad that this sounds like a dream cab for them. It's not something that I'm interested in, only because I got my Big Blue. I've already said it the other night that I was going to turn it into a Deluxe XL and everything, and I love that games list. I have no reason to get rid of it. It's one of my favorite cabs. With that said, it does make me cautiously optimistic, like I said the other night, that I look forward to seeing what they do next, what comes out later on. That's what I'm super excited about. But so it looks promising. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out, about the whole pie situation, how that's going to work out. I would love to see that menu system and the friends list and all that. I want to see how all that works, how they set that all up and everything. So I'm curious about all that.
Okay. So which one out of the two did you like the best?
I mean, you definitely want to go with the World Warriors. So it's just
So
it's just iconic looking. On the
So
cab.
did you figure out which one I pre-ordered?
You pre-ordered one.
Yes, I did.
You better have gotten the World Warrior.
You did.
You know me, brother. You know that's the one I wanted. So,
But guess what? Sheldon liked.
I like the Alpha 2 one better. Yeah. I don't like the way that I didn't like it whenever Arcade 1-Up did that one. I was like, I just don't like that design.
Don't
It's
like
not
the
for me.
colors and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got that pre-ordered. Shocker, right?
Let's talk about my arcade now, guys.
Oh, I'm happy.
So my arcade.
I'm done. Peace out. I don't know what happened. I lost my feed.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
whatever.
I'm looking forward to this coming out and seeing more. I really do. Any final thoughts on the I can't even talk tonight. The
arcade.
Yes.
Should have listened to Michael B when he said to support that product, huh?
Yeah. I think the build looks nice. I don't know if you saw that video, Chaotic. Them building it.
No. They showed them putting it together and everything.
Mm-hmm.
At least pictures of it. I don't.
No,
know
they got the whole. I think B and them were putting it together. They were talking about it on Fox's stream last night after ours. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I saw some like B footage or whatever that they were doing, carrying it down hallways and stuff like that, but I haven't seen the actual building of it. Interesting. I have to go check that out.
It puts together just like Arcade 1-Up, almost exactly.
It's like a spitting image of it, so it's not like nothing we haven't dealt with before.
So basically, it's like the deluxes now. You just sandwich the two pieces together.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
makes sense. That's the best way to flat pack it. So
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Any other final thoughts on that before we move on to the next one?
On to the next one. On to the next one.
Real quick, let's close this poll here. So
yeah, we did a poll.
Got it. Let's see here. Where are you? Come down.
What did Todd buy?
About that box you showed earlier.
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts on that?
I was thinking it was my arcade crap, but
that's what I put.
So I put the in the thing. I put my arcade crap. 40% said that was what I had bought. I put Fast and Furious. Of course, I know they didn't see the box, but 37%. And then I had an arcade console. 16% said it was that. And then I had 5% for a countercade out of 37 votes. So thank you very much for voting. So what do you guys think it was?
I'll say my arcade crap. That's what I voted.
I voted my arcade crap too.
My arcade crap.
Your arcade crap. Okay. Well, yeah.
He says, "Yeah."
Yeah. No, this is what I bought.
Oh, okay. So,
dang! He just come out of left field. What the heck is this?
I was actually interested in this too because I saw another YouTuber was showing off video of this. This thing actually looks pretty cool. Pandora's box, right?
Yeah, Pandora's box
in a suitcase.
In a suitcase. I couldn't.
I ain't hating. And you're buying the Street Fighter.
Yeah, this kept hitting my Facebook, and I kept looking at it, and I finally just said, you know what, I need to go ahead and just pull the trigger. I played probably because I remember
Tekken.
Yeah, I played probably because guys, I was in the truck, so I played a couple of rounds of fighting games, and just the audio isn't that great. I'll have to figure out if I can adjust that or fix it. But
headphones, can you have headphone jack? You just put headphones in.
Yeah, and then of course it does have the lighted LED on it, and I couldn't see it obviously because obviously it was daytime. So.
How's the screen?
Actually, from what I was looking at different angles on it, I like the screen. Nice little 14
God, you
inch.
have so many products. You could just be doing a review channel nonstop.
Yeah.
Because you have so many of, or just the first look. Here's the thing I bought today.
Okay.
You could have 2 or 3 videos a day out.
And even Jason promoting it here. Thank you for it.
Bam! You got an affiliate link. You need to get some of this money back.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I saw Chase review this thing. Didn't get to watch the whole thing, but yeah, that's awesome. I was actually interested in one of those.
I'm proud of you, Todd. You didn't buy all of my arcade junk.
Not yet. No,
there is some my arcade we need to talk about that I am interested in.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
You guys know what it is, right?
All pro player.
The pro player?
Pinball.
No.
Pinball. The pinball.
Pinball. Balls of steel, baby.
I don't know about that. You know, y'all, you sent me a picture in the group chat, and I don't know. And then in the back of my mind,
Where's that picture? It's
in the back of my mind. You guys know I'm going to buy it anyway. But that's aside the point. The point is, I just don't know. I just don't know about it.
What don't you know?
I want to know price point.
Yeah, I want to know price point. There was everything in those cases. There was stuff that I loved that I'm like, bring it out, and like I don't even know how much it's going to cost. So, Jason's laughing.
Who had a video on that? James? Did James have it?
19K Fox did, I think.
I think James did too.
A short of it. Gen X Gamer actually got to play it.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does he have a video?
I think he was showing a video of him actually playing it.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll look for it. What you guys?
I put something in the private chat. So if you're honestly interested in playing tiny arcade pinball, if you could bring that up.
I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, Gen X grown up. That's it.
Oh yes. Good one. That's your affiliate link on Monday.
So did you not bring this up to us one time, or this came
this was in Chicago. In Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just it's a flip grip for your Switch, and literally makes your Switch into like playing pinball on it. FX3. It's amazing to play on it like this. And at first, it looks kind of like you don't like. Oh, okay, this is kind of okay, whatever. But as soon as Brian and Jay both like start playing on, it, they're like, dude, this is awesome. And it's only $13.
Yeah.
And you could get your FX3 and go in there and buy pinball packs and play on the go, and it only costs you $13.
So I was
it doesn't look as cool.
For the Go as well, and I think it's like $27.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, Brian.
What?
But this is an option
Gen X
too.
Gamer.
But it doesn't look as cool as like a a little pinball table, but this is also, if you're like, I like to play mini pinball, you can just do this with your Switch. It's pretty easy.
Joe K, says Donkey Kong and Galaga can use this as well. Is that have you tried this Galaga guy or?
No, it's great for like it shows on there like shmups too, because you can make it vertical on there, so you're able to play stuff like that. But I haven't really tried it for Donkey Kong or Galaga, but I could see how it would work. I mean, it seems like it worked pretty well.
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure you can throw emulator on there or use the the Nintendo Switch online, and be able to play it that way.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
This is the
take that
pinball machine.
Yeah, this is Gen X grown up. This is what he was showing off.
So this is Balls of Steel.
It comes with the 5 original games, and it has 2 Atari versions of games, Centipede and Missile Command.
Interesting.
And I think that's the original list of games too, right?
Yeah, it's available on Steam for like $8.
Is it on Switch? Did we figure out if it was on Switch?
I don't
I know
think
it's
so.
on
I think
Steam,
it's just on Steam.
but yeah, I don't know if it's on Switch. But on Steam, it was like $8.
Yeah. No,
There you go.
It looks pretty cool, man.
How much is it?
I have no idea. No
they
price
didn't
point has been announced on this thing yet.
So this is they already beat out limited run gaming because it actually works.
Yeah.
So, are we going to tear this thing apart? I mean, the only thing that really gets me is that bezel. You know, like
Yeah, the bezel's kind of.
the bezel is like they should do like an angled, like what we see in the At Games products. You know, just something to kind of make that illusion.
Give it some depth.
Yeah, give it some depth.
This is the most functional Mario Arcade thing I've seen, though. To be honest,
and it has how many tables? 5.
5.
Well,
I won't tear it apart. I won't tear it apart, but I will say that this is
Oh my
probably
gosh.
the best of all the Mario Arcade stuff I've seen.
Yeah,
Really?
me too.
Really?
Yeah,
This is-
yeah, definitely.
This is probably the best thing.
Did you not see the Super Champ? Did you not see
Yep.
the
I saw it.
the countercade? Did you not see
Yep, saw it.
Yeah.
the pro player?
Yeah,
Did you
I
not?
agree. I agree with Galaga guy. I'm totally on board with this. We don't usually agree on stuff, and I totally agree. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen by them.
I mean, I guess like I'm not trying to be negative because I'm not a negative guy. I just want to see like some depth to that. Do I want this for my desk?
Dude,
at
if
work?
it's $50,
Absolutely.
are you gonna care about depth?
If it's
No.
$50, I'll.
If
I'll
it's
play
$50,
with it.
I'll mod it. I'll take those 4 screws out and fix it. So
Oh, you put it more of an angle? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
Kindle Fire,
What's the
dude. Yeah, actually, you could probably hack a Kindle Fire and throw it in there.
probably could.
Todd?
Dude, I haven't
Todd,
seen-
what's the last Mario Arcade thing you bought? Like, what's the desk thing that you bought? What's the last item?
That I ordered today, or that I
Oh.
ordered.
What's the
So-
last? I mean, just the last home arcade thing. My arcade thing. Sorry.
My
So-
arcade, I bought the Street Fighter, the little micro player. I literally got that in.
So that's the size of a
Yeah,
like a larger tablet. That's not even that big.
Switch
Yeah.
screen, man.
yeah. Okay. So what was his opinion on it? Just from him playing it and looking at it. What?
I didn't listen. I just saw it. Didn't get a
He's like,
chance
I don't
watch
want to
it
listen
yet.
to.
I didn't listen to him. I just see what he was talking about.
All right, just throw a pack of Marlboro under one end, Todd, and call it good. Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to watch that closely and see.
It's in the private chat if you want to check it out.
I just don't get, like, I've seen Todd buy tons of these $20 little things that goes on his desk, and he's like, immediately,
Oh,
like,
I
take
don't
my
know about
money.
this.
But
This thing
then,
is actually-
but then,
Those guys actually
pinball
like
looks
it,
good.
so
He's like,
I don't know.
He's like, I don't know. like, come on, Todd.
I might buy that $12 handle.
Yeah, he's like the Galaga with the flight stick. I got that. Like,
No, that's cool.
he's like, but that pinball, I don't know.
I don't know.
Come on,
about
Todd.
pinball. It's only got 5 games on it. Where's the standard here, Todd? Where's the standard?
keep you guessing.
It's gotta
all
be
night
crap.
long.
It's got to be really good crap, or if it's almost something good, I can't put my money behind it.
Oh, I'm trying to get part of the influencer program. If I buy all their stuff and then show a big picture
And then,
of everything in there,
well, you need to buy this then.
my arcade stuff was 40% off at BJ's in December. There you go. Even Outrun. Yep.
Five below.
I'm still
Five
mad.
below, baby. Five below. That's where I get all mine.
I'm still mad. You know that deal that came out for the joystick ones, the Pac-Man, the Galaga, and the Miss Pac-Man from Macy's.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I ordered them. I had them shipped. they wouldn't deliver them to me. They sent them back to Macy's.
They went.
So,
They got to Ohio, and then they're like, "Oh, screw this!" And then they
came right back. So.
No, who was it through? UPS or was it through Standard Mail?
UPS, because they said they couldn't deliver to my shipping address at the post office because it's a PO box. And I says, yeah, I have. How many things have I had UPS delivered to my shipping address at the post office? So
They probably looked it up. What's in my arcade item? Send this back.
So this is what it looks like. So it's got like it's got kind of a tilt to it, Todd.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, we were getting a top-down view of just the gameplay.
Yeah.
Get to it, James. Yeah. See, it's got an angle to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we got to put another LCD in the back glass and put some pup packs on that bad boy, and then we're talking.
Yeah,
they did show off. One of the highlights is it's made with real wood. Like that's like one of the main highlights is it's made with wood.
Made with real wood.
Yeah, they're like because everything else is made of cheap plastic, but this is made with wood.
You told them you're a famous YouTuber who.
We're not in Las Vegas, Todd. We're not in Las Vegas. We're just watching people on TV.
Yeah, it's all Gen X grown-ups toys to play with. Nobody else gets to touch it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Got to run out to Five Below and get your arcade, my arcade SKUs before they sell out.
Get that mappy, man.
Get that mappy.
There you go.
Mappy makes you happy.
That's what I hear.
All right, are we going to talk about the big boy in the room? We're going to talk about the one that's going to be the one that's going to redefine the arcade community.
My arcade?
No.
Is it Arcade 1-Up?
Is it Arcade 1-Up?
No.
We told about the big news already. Fast and Furious is in stock.
Yeah.
How is that news?
If you're still in the chat, is it still 127, or have we sold some units while we were here? Please let us know. So Glenn's Retro show came out with the FU unit. Isn't that fun saying all day long, the FU?
I thought he was going to change the name. Because that ain't the final name.
I've already explained to my wife. I was like, babe, I got to get me an FU.
And what'd she say?
Said we're going to church.
So
Jesus,
I don't want to like go crazy over it. But what was your initial thoughts? Because I was watching that launch premiere on it and I kept saying, "This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want." Am I gonna buy this thing? Yes, I'm gonna buy this thing.
Am I gonna buy this thing?
Wait, never mind.
The 26-inch screen.
You want to do the 26? You don't want to do the rotating.
Don't care about the rotating. If I get the 19-inch, I just want to keep it vertical and do a Donkey Kong cab or a Nintendo style cab. The 26 is where it's at, and that's where it should have been.
Yeah. Okay. Thoughts?
He has listened to the community, that people who want the 26, and then he's also got his little thing that he wants to do with the rotating thing. Now, remember yesterday we were talking that they would have to come out with some kind of program to do that. I just found out, I was going through the Raspberry Pi and the Batacera. They actually have an automated rotating feature in the menu system that I was looking up. I'm like, that's how he's going to do it, because it's already there.
Yeah.
So there is an option in like some of the Batacera builds to auto rotate to that screen side. If he just picks that up, he'll be able to make the motor switch. So that's already programmed into what is it, Rich or something, whatever they're using.
Yeah. Mr. Encoder, we have sold 3 Fast and Furious cabs while we were talking. So good guy.
Hey Todd, how many are you gonna buy? Hey man, just send me one, man. Send me one. Send me one, man. Then we can play.
What upsets me is like these people could be using my affiliate link, and I could have gotten like 7 cents off of each one of these sales.
Yes,
Exactly.
I know. Go to Open Fridge, last show. It's in the description. Click on Mr. Cooper's aka
Yeah,
Gallagher Guy 88.
someone was asking us. He's like, "How much do you give for those affiliate links?" And I was like, "We get nothing, man. It's just, yeah. It's. I think I have like $8 I've made in like 5 months.
I think I made like 10.
So if it drops to $4.99, I might pick one up.
We get more money because we race to give Todd a link. Whoever gets Todd a link first gets. That's how we get all our money. he goes, somebody give me a link for this. So we're all like, I'm like, dang it, I'm at work. Am I lying? Am I lying, guys?
No, you're not lying. You're not lying. You're not lying at all.
But we have fun, man. We have fun. That's what we're here for.
There you go. So,
anybody calm down? No, I don't. MG, let's go.
Anybody 100% on Glenn's unit? Anybody like I'm gonna buy it? No questions asked.
I want to see the changes that he makes to the top part of the cab because the marquee is obviously too big, overhangs too much.
Yeah.
And he's gotten that feedback from the community, so I want to see those changes made. I want to try and I want to wait and see if maybe he can get that weight down as much as possible. So hopefully that it can be flat packed and not freight shipped. Freight shipped is going to be like $250 shipping, and that's throwing. Yeah, that's going to make it over $1,000 with the shipping and everything. Which I understand, if he has to do that, he has to do that. So
yeah,
me, it's
from what it sounded like he was going to do it,
but I'm trying to not spend as much as at all. Just to make a dream cab of mine,
Yeah. Okay.
From what it sounds like, it was gonna be similar how the ALU is shipped. Like the top part is assembled and the bottom part is flat packed, and that's how I got this. Was the top part was made, and then I had to assemble the rest. So, if it has that mechanism, I can't see him trusting people to put that whole thing together. You know what I mean? That's like a thing that I can't see being flat packed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big thing
because it won't have the rotating screen and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that one could.
A lot in the community is going to be to figure out how much it weighs. That's like I hope that if it's not asked tonight, then you'll be able to ask him on Friday on my show. But I want to know how much this puppy's going to weigh. Especially with that hydraulics, the turning that screen, and things like that, just to see how much that's going to be. Because a lot of people don't want to move around a 300-pound machine. That's just not going to fly with a lot of people. How big it actually is, and two, he did say he's going to fix that marquee. I can't wait to see his final rendition of that because that marquee is huge, and he openly admitted it right out the gate. He was like, huge. He said it. He's like, whenever you're standing up and it's vertical, you can't see the top of the screen. He said they noticed that immediately. So they're going to tone that down a little bit. So I'm looking forward to it because I want a Donkey Kong cab. I've wanted one for a few years now, and it's like, I always find one on Marketplace, and it's a couple $1,000. You have a CRT screen, and you got to worry about the board, and I'm like, I'd like one I can just make myself, do a build kit like he has, and be able to, put Donkey Kong on it, and Donkey Kong Jr. and all the vertical games, Popeye, whatever.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat with you. I've always wanted a Donkey Kong, and this is probably the only way that I'm gonna get it is if I buy this and do all of this to make it happen. And
oh, you didn't hear John D? That's his next cab.
Well, we were talking in our private chat, and people were saying, there's going to be something after that, but I honestly, from what I saw, this is going to be the only way I'm going to achieve that goal. And I think it's really nice. Obviously there's still tons of questions, and Gallagher Guy, I hope everybody comes and just feeds him so many questions that he's probably not answered yet. Because there's a lot that we still want to know about it. So,
and the fact that it's an open canvas for anyone, like any arcade you've ever wanted, you can just make this into it. Like if you wanted to have the flight yoke and play Star Wars, have a Star Wars XL, you can do that now. You can have an arcade that has that on there. Or if you're like, hey, I want to swap it out, I want to make it into a Donkey Kong, I can do that. If I want a multicade for fighters, you can do that too. It's all just like right there. You could make it whatever you want. It's just it's awesome to me.
So when we talked yesterday about this, I said it wasn't clicking for me because I was like, to me, I wanted him if he wanted to do the Nintendo style, just go all in, because the half and half, I'm just not digging that style without it being a Nintendo style. You know what I mean? Without that filler in there that you put in. I just think it kind of looks ugly as far as the shape. But then I thought about it. So I know Glenn's working on different controls, different styles of controls. And we were talking, me and everybody was in Discord, and then we're talking about different styles of controls. And Retro Lizard mentioned that nobody has made a throttle controller, because the one cab I would make out of that thing is a Hydro Thunder. If Glenn could make a throttle controller, and we could have that as a driving cab, boom, I'm in. So if that becomes a thing where we could get a throttle controller and we can make a Hydro Thunder, like a stand-up Hydro Thunder, I'm in.
Friday, that'll be his question. I'd be like, hey, can you make a throttle controller? Because I got this guy, Gamer Fridge. He really wants...
Well, Retro was saying nobody's made that yet. If he made that throttle, he could make one too.
I think you really need to sit down and get the community to send you, put a post out there and say, hey, send me your questions, and then pick the ones that are meaty, because I'm sure there's people that are going to be in chat asking questions too, but go ahead and have a good baseline, Gallagher guy, and see if you can get one. So we have a great Discord. I'm sure you can, pump those questions to him, and God knows I send him pictures of weird shit all day long. So we'll just flood up this.
He answers. I hit him up on Facebook all the time, and he's like, "Look at that."
Yeah.
Is there any game you guys can think of that you guys would want that needs a specific controller that you would that Glenn's probably the only one that's going to even think about doing?
Yeah.
Chaotic, would you like that arm wrestling one that we did?
I know Finner 7 would, man.
Yeah, Finner would. You and
3D print an arm.
That would be cool if you both had one. It's wire. It was like you could actually play each other.
Online gameplay.
What's the one everybody wants? The Defender, or right control scheme for that?
That would be awesome.
Okay, MG's got an important question for you here. You want to go ahead and screenshot this one?
Okay.
That's what? Okay.
So,
Todd, is there any for you?
Just the fact that he's making this and having so much ability to make it to what you want to make it is what gets me. Now, controller-wise, I'm going to be happy. I'm sure he's going to come out with multiple things. We're going to be able to swap those decks out, just like we do with what's that system that Polycade, there we go. That we could swap out those docks easily like that. And then I could just see a whole wall full of those, swapping out as you want to play. But nothing that comes to mind that I have to have. I have so many options to play things. Nothing that just really comes to mind that has to work.
Would does Tron yoke work for the Battle Pod game?
Yep.
I'm sure it would. The flight stick. I mean, it's a flight stick.
Why did I hear Ton say he's going to come out with multiple things and continue to talk like that? Okay. Wow.
Dang.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be great.
huge.
Have you seen this?
Amazing.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing.
Well,
and imagine the iconic arcade instead.
White candles for a Paperboy, the greatest arcade game ever made.
Oh boy.
So, that was a big thing with me though, is because I didn't want to have a Donkey Kong cab that had 6 buttons and a trackball and a spinner. Like I wanted this the stick and button and then like the coin, like player 1 and 2. That's all I wanted. So him having the ability to switch out those different decks is huge to me, because I'm like, finally I don't have to like just kind of make my game work with what buttons they have. You can actually make a deck that works with the game.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was thinking too. If that was probably what I was going to do, was just stick with the joystick and make it simple, not go too crazy. But then you have the ability to add so much more to it in the long run. So let's see here. 26 fixed, going to cost more than the auto rotating mechanism.
I don't know. Maybe supply and demand.
He said what, like $100? It was going to be a little over 1,000 for the 26 versus.
That's weird that the screen costs more than that whole mechanism itself.
Yeah.
And why would you want to rotate that?
Well, nobody would rotate that one.
No, he said it could be rotated.
Why?
But it would have to be manually. That's exactly what I said. Why?
No, just let that be fixed, man. Don't rotate the 26. If you want a fixed horizontal cab, stick with the 26. If you want vertical, then go with the 19. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Well,
it's not weird at all, MG says.
Not weird at all. 26 is a 4-3 custom cut. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man!
Now we were also talking about like when you get Glenn's thing, it's gonna be it's a tinkerer's toy. You're not gonna have any games on it. You're gonna have to put whatever you want on it. And its interface. I was telling you guys about the interface. I do have a video of basically what the interface is gonna be. This is the Viper board and what it looks like in the arcade system. So it's okay. You can different stuff with it. I think Batacera is a little more polished, I would say. But yeah, it's very menu heavy. You're going to be doing stuff like this a lot. You're going to be setting up games a lot. You're going to be trying to figure out why it don't work and what do you have to do, what button you have to push. I actually have to write down things to figure out how to do things. And so just to give you an idea of what the interface is, you're going to do this a lot. So it's not going to be plug and play.
Get familiar with Emulation Station and you could totally run this thing no problem.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not plug and play.
No, if you have if you have these like handhelds and you're used to tinkering with these, if that scares you, if that you're like, oh no, I have no idea what I'm doing, then you're gonna, like Brian said, you're gonna have to get yourself familiar with the operating systems and what you can do with them before. Otherwise, you're gonna be having this big old cabinet and you won't know how to put games on it.
Which is great, a great reason to join the Discord, because there's lots of people love to help. So if you're in there and you're like, hey, I don't know how to do this, a lot of people even hop on and say, hey, call. I've done that with Gamer Fridge before. Like, hey, hop on, show me what's going on. And then it's like, all right, well, let's get this fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And we fix it. So definitely a learning curve, but I feel like it'd definitely be great.
If you want this to be
Chaotic's a good one for that.
If you want this to be plug and play, then pick one to say 15 games that have the similar controls and stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to go full multi-game and get 3,000 games, 15 different systems. and then expect everything to just freaking work out the box. It's not going to.
Yeah, people are trying to do that with the Blitzmas right now. They're like, I got 300 games on this. I'm like, why?
Yeah. So
there's only 3 buttons.
I have yet to do that, Mystery Encoder. I've yet to do that, but I do plan on eventually maybe upgrading my Dig Dug's cab.
Yeah.
But he's asking about it.
I think something like this is definitely maybe not the best thing to start out like with what dip your toes and see how you like it. But I am the same way as Vader Dave. I like plug and play if I can get it, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to adjust to make that work, and I want some of the things that come with this. So.
And you can set, like, once you get it set up, 1 ROM, and it will boot into just that ROM, and you won't have to touch anything. So if you just want to make it a 1-game cab, you can do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, what I was going to do with my Donkey Kong cab is have it start up as Donkey Kong. But if I want to play Popeye, I press start and select at the same time, takes me back to the menu. I go down to Popeye, hit play, and it's loaded up, ready to go. Turn off the cab, turn it back on. It's going to load up in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to. A lot of the vertical games that like the old school, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, Popeye, like that's kind of what I want mine just to be, just to do those vertical games and just be a Donkey Kong cab. That's really all I want. So 15 games is probably all I have on mine.
Yeah.
And this is similar to what the deck's going to look like too. That's basically I seen it. It's almost the exact same deck.
Standard deck.
Yeah, it's going to have the trackball in the middle, six, and then
the twin joystick. He's going to do like a racing wheel or flight yoke maybe, and then he's also going to have like the trackball set up or like Tempest set up, Centipede set up, and maybe golden Teeth set up.
Now I have been able to compare like the At Games spinner and trackball and his. I do prefer Glenn's spinners and trackball. Definitely can tell the difference between the two. They're not bad on the ALU. I mean, they're serviceable. But when you start using, especially as spinners, oh man, playing Tempest on those, so much better. And so they are quality sticks and buttons, and so you can definitely tell where he puts a lot of time and effort on there. And I show it off here too that you can pull off these. People are like, oh, the spinners or the sticks are in the way. You can pull those sticks right off and just make it a trackball game board and stuff. We do it all the time. If we want to play trackball games, we just take the stick off and we start playing some bowling. Bowling's a big one. Love that bowling game. But yeah, I just want to show everybody, just kind of give them an idea. The Iconic Arcade is going to be a little more plug and play. It's probably going to have a menu system. This one, you're going to have to like pretty much create your own menu. I know other people in the community are making builds that make it a little easier. You have to go find them, and you that will be available. I don't know if he can promote that or not. That might be a question for him, Galga guy. Community support. Where would they go?
Yeah.
For this build with the arcade.
P-Dub said all the ROMs you go to Cool Toy, and
that's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
And he has them for you.
That's true.
I think the artwork you're going to be able to order from Repro Arcade. .uk or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
That Glenn's working with, or maybe it's not Glenn.
I'd like to see him like have, because I know it's set up right now to download from a certain archived site on the internet automatically. But I would like to see him to like partner with like itch.io or something and have an interface with that, and be able to like just buy directly from the developers or something like that too, if they wanted to support that, and they have like a front end for that. People can just pay for it there and be able to grab it right on the machine. I'd like to see something. If anybody could pull that off, I think Glenn could.
Yeah, I mean, in the emulation station, Batacera and stuff like that, you can set it up to where you can download different themes and
Yep.
wallpapers and soundboards and stuff. You can download that stuff straight on Batacera. You can even download homebrew type games as well through Batacera in their menus. So I think if they set up some kind of online store like that, yeah, you should be able to do that.
So,
Mission Carter's got the best comment here. Just slap the iArcade PCB in your cap.
So the Viper board versus the Pi 5, there, Glenn made a post about, comparing the two. And obviously he said that he believes the Viper board is superior. Is the Viper board like the Pi where you can just get an SD card and just flip that in there, or is it not like that?
Yeah.
It is like that? Okay.
Yeah.
It is. It has more processing power, and as well as currently it has more RAM. I think the Pi 5, they're going to start upgrading to 16 gigs of RAM, which is kind of insane when it comes to like retro gaming. There's no reason to have that. But I guess if you want to try and emulate PS3 or something like that, then that extra RAM will help. But it depends on how optimized emulator is, really.
Mm-hmm. And they're saying the Pi 5 can do PS2?
Yeah.
More power, less community and developer support.
Yep.
Not just for community developers, but manufacturers for the CPU. Okay.
And he says that, yeah.
That means you get worse 3D performance on the final product of the Viper because of the rock chip and their lack of support. Okay.
Correct. That's why you see Raspberry Pi, you see Orange Pi. I think there's now Apple Pie. There's all these brands of pies.
What about pumpkin? Oh, I like a pumpkin pie.
But I'm pretty sure that might be next.
I'm sure it will be.
So does
cherry pie? Cherry pie?
I mean,
I'm
partial to pecan pie, but
So with this too, does his cabinet automatically come with a Viper board? Is that an extra feature, or is that?
I believe it. Comes with it.
Okay. What is the extra feature?
Like you have to pay for it separate. No, I think it comes with it.
What does?
The Viper board.
Viper board.
Oh, the Viper board comes with it. Yeah, the Viper board came with the Switch when he gave it to us. So yeah, and then the one we have, he's supposed to have a little chip, and we can upgrade to whatever the Viper Venom board. So that's the thing. If you bought the Switch with the iArcade, you pretty much got the guts of what he's making now. That was pretty much the prototype.
Nice.
It'd be nice to see if we come out at least a front end or have like Bobby Boo just without any ROMs or anything, just have a better interface on it. And there's the awkward silence.
And the awkward silence comes back.
Hey, it took us an hour and 25 minutes to get there, though. I mean, that's like a record.
Yeah, that is a record for sure.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts on the on CES so far? I know we got 2 more days, right? One more day.
One more day.
One more day. You think anything's going to come out and just out of nowhere?
Arcade One-Up's going to blow us all away.
I've been trying to keep up with like a lot of the. I know Govee does a lot of stuff there, so I like the LED lights that they bring out. They've been crushing it here lately.
Yeah.
The handheld gaming PCs looked really cool. And
SteamOS was a big thing.
Yeah, SteamOS. I can't wait till May because that will officially come out to my handheld, the Legion Go.
Awesome.
And I'll just be able to download it and install it.
When ROG I'm gonna let the Allies be able to do it. It should be able to.
Yeah, it'll be available to you as well. And then I don't know, man. Like there's just a lot of cool stuff, man. Stuff that you'll never see ever come out to consumers, but they try to show it off anyway. What has
possibilities?
Yeah, what an inventor has come up with, basically, that will somehow make a person's life better. And
did you see that console kits show that Nintendo that's emerged underwater completely and it was running? I'm sitting there, why? It's cool. It's all waterproof. All the electronics waterproof. I mean,
So
Yeah.
so the question I need to ask before I get you guys to leave is:
get you guys to leave.
should I buy a Fast and Furious? Round the horn. Yes or no?
If it gets under
Do you
25,
have one?
buy one.
Okay.
Now, if you buy X Arcade first, then yes.
All right,
One X
Gal,
Arcade, one Fast and Furious.
For me, if you buy one, you got to buy two. If you're not going to do anything to it, so if you're going to buy two, that's what I'm saying. I'm doubling.
Throw two in your
Hater
shopping
said
cart
yes.
and let it sit there.
Like
Got
It
I would
depends. It depends. Is it going to be in a storage cade or is it going to be in your house?
is it going to be in a box?
Oh wow. Jim, the Pacers fan, said yes. So
It's going to be in the house.
I mean, all of my racing cabs are in the house. So
Okay,
why
are you
would
gonna
I-
mod it? Are you gonna do that? At least Mystery Encoder's mod on there where you can add stuff.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
Have you done one yet? When's the last
Have
one
I-
you modded? Because if you have you done any mods, Mystery Encoder mods?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then you won't.
Then I won't. Okay.
Just be realistic. Be realistic. You're not gonna touch it. So then, yeah, I would go with go guys and say buy two. Then
buy two, link them together.
link them together.
Yeah.
Get a friend.
That's
Call a friend.
honestly what makes it. That's why everyone plays them. Whenever I have people over, it's because you can verse each other on them. That's like the main draw. It's like, oh man, because I had like Ridge Racer, and I still have Outrun, and people kind of look at them like, okay, but as soon as they understand they can verse each other on the Fast and Furious, it's like it's on. Everyone wants
I
to
want
play
that.
it because
4-player Daytona thing from the Buy Stuff guys. I seen that. And if you could mod those and have the 4-player dude all going playing Daytona.
$2,000, Jay, you got it.
Buy stuff arcades. Are you in the chat? Because we haven't mentioned you to this point.
Yeah, if you did that Buy Stuff, if you could do that, dude.
Just a simple wave. Let me know.
If
that
money
you're
wasn't an
here.
object, I would be doing that mod. All 4 of them. Did you see that screen they did with all 4 of them running linked? Daytona. I mean, I have the. That's the thing. My racing cab, when I have everybody over, that is the first thing they go to. They jump on that thing and they're playing that thing nonstop. That thing gets so much play. It's just having a racing cab. So
All right,
if
guys,
you
say
actually had an open arcade where people came over, that would be getting play.
all right, guys, say it together. Buy stuff arcades.
Buy stuff arcade. Buy stuff arcade.
We know you're
Buy
here.
stuff arcades.
You love the Arcades Anonymous guys. You're always here. Every time we say one thing that says buy stuff, you guys show up. So we know you're there. Come on, just let us know you're there.
Yeah, you just have to say it 3 times, each of us, man. That's 12 times.
Yeah.
And they yep.
You guys rule.
It works.
It works. It works every time.
You
All right, Jay,
guys.
what do you want to ask him?
No, that 4-player Daytona, they showed that off. That blew my mind that they were able to pull that off. Definitely young.
That's
so
awesome. That's awesome.
We love you, buy stuff.
Dude,
we love
they're
you.
awesome. They are. Oh man, that makes me happy.
That makes my day.
I know. And like it worked. It worked. Ray.
Well, guys, we've been talking for an hour and a half, so let's final thoughts round the horn. Jay, what do you want to say? What's the last thing you want to say in this stream?
I don't know.
Words of
Buy
wisdom
stuff.
right there.
Buy more stuff.
Buy more stuff. Okay.
No, if you really want that Fast and Furious, Mystery Encoder in our Discord has got a countdown. We've been live. It's been crazy in the Discord. Everybody's been talking. A lot of excitement is happening in the community, and I'm really hype and glad that we have something to talk about. And that there's excitement again, guys. Don't you feel it? It's just like the energy's back, and nothing to do with Arcade 1-Up. It's our community came together and we came up with something, and I'm grateful for all the different companies that are pitching in and coming up with cool ideas. Go out and support them, and let's go have some fun in our arcades.
All right. Chaotic.
Oh God. Keep up the good work, all these arcade companies. I don't know what to say, man. Sorry. Join the Arcades Anonymous Discord and enjoy your games and
Are you making fun of me?
No. Look to 2025 is things to start over and find something else to just. It's nice to have all these companies jump in and I don't know, man. Skip me. I'm done.
Okay, Galaga guy.
He's just trying to steal all my stuff. Sell all your cabs and start over.
So for me, I kind of, I had the same lines of Jay, was where I'm just glad that we have something to talk about. Even if you don't like this stuff, let's say you're like, hey, this is not for me, it's still something to talk about. The community is really excited to finally have something in front of us, as we've had a rough 2024. It's been pretty rough. There's been nothing to talk about. We've been scraping the bottom of the barrel, trying to keep people, keep them going. But now,
Slim Katie's and claw machines. That doesn't do it.
So I'm so glad we actually have home arcades to talk about, and I'm hoping this next year brings on a lot more cool stuff. 2026 too, and just as Chaotic was saying, we all want this cool stuff. Everyone like their stuff, and let people like it. That's just great. I
didn't say stuff. I used a 4-letter word.
Yeah. We all like our stuff, and everybody likes something different, and everybody's. That's the reason why we have choices, right? And the big news, we forgot the big news. Chaotic moved his 4KP.
I moved all my arcades around.
That is the big news.
I got a new desk coming Friday with some monitors, so I could upgrade my streaming setup.
I should show off mine.
Now I got 4 cabs in front of me on the back side of my camera, and then I moved all my other stuff around, and I got so much more room in my room. And people are gonna be like, "Why don't you fill it up with cabs?" No, I actually like the walking space.
And one last thing is, everything that we said, it works for everything but my arcade. That's the only thing that's just like a downer in the whole community.
Except for that pinball. Except for the pinball, baby. For some reason. The one thing we like about it, Tom's like, screw that thing.
So
it's got to have a slant to it.
So I feel like it's 2018 again, and I'm in Walmart, and I walk by Final Fight on the shelf. That's the excitement that I'm having right now. It is. We're back to, it's kind of a renewal. So it's good to be back in the excitement again, and push the community further and farther. But so excited to see what 2025 brings. A lot of cool products coming out and whatnot. I am a little disappointed that we didn't hear from At Games 2 a little bit in some way, shape, or form.
They're taking time off.
They're taking time off because I think their aggressive schedule, I guess.
Well, they did ramp up a lot towards the end of 2024. And in 2025, once February starts, it's pinball pack week after week until the end of the year. So it's like so much testing that these people go through, and just to sign everything off, and then all their new products that they're going to try to push out towards the end of next year. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that At Games is focusing on, and they need to give a lot of their people, a lot of their testers breaks. Spend time with their family, man, because it's been day in, day out, trying to get the lag fixed and everything like that. And then got that fixed, and then those pinball packs, tournaments, giveaways, all that kind of stuff. So kudos to them.
I literally walked into this, I got the 4KP, I've been playing it pretty religiously every day, believe it or not. And it's my go-to, but I was telling my wife, it's like, maybe it's time to buy a micro too. Maybe it's time maybe it's time to get a micro. And she's like, why? And I'm like, just because I want it. And she's like, but why? And she's like, she couldn't understand why I wanted the micro. So I don't know why I want the micro. I really just want the micro.
But you don't want the My Arcade one.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line, Jay. That's where I draw the line.
I don't get you. Who are you?
And just so everybody knows, this year you could spend $20 on a My Arcade cheap toy that you'll throw in the trash, or you can give us, Arcades Anonymous, 10 separate super chats. You can even do that instead. Have your money go towards, something meaningful like our stream. See, there you go. Use your money wisely.
Somebody's got to pay for Todd's addiction.
Yes.
Now I want to make it very clear: if you donate to Arcades Anonymous, that goes for the group. Okay, I want to make that very, very clear. I don't spend Arcades Anonymous money. I want to make that very clear. Now, if you want to give me super chats on Nerd Lounge Master, those
we got to get your numbers up, man. I'm telling you, Todd. If you start doing reviews of all the crap you bought, your numbers will go through the roof.
And I have been tinkering with an idea to do a solo show. So,
what?
Yeah,
oh,
big announcement. Big announcement here on Arcades Anonymous.
Is it going to be an anime show or some crap?
No. I'm not gonna.
A review a day.
A review a day. No.
Todd's got a show. Let's do this.
So look out for that. I have been tinkering with ideas. So
okay.
We might be coming out with something just for me as well.
The Arcades Anonymous banner is expanding.
Yeah, we got to make the umbrella bigger. So
we're gonna be a network. We're gonna be a network by the time we're done here.
Oh yeah, I would 100% not watch that, Todd. Nice. Thank you, MG. Love you too, buddy.
He can't help himself.
Oh, laugh out loud.
Give him a wrench. Todd, you know how to get him to watch? Give him a wrench.
That would be the only show he would have a wrench for. That would be...
Somehow he's got a wrench in Discord, and he's banning people for some reason.
He's got...
Who gave him MG a wrench? Oh well.
No offense, Todd. Todd is the most boring of the AV people, so I would not watch that.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Encoder. Thank you.
For the boast of competence.
I'll put a commercial on that. All right.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, let's send these nice people home. Thank you for watching us for an hour.
Let's try to send these people home and watch you glitch it out.
Yeah, that's just how it's going to work. I know it. But thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully we'll have the whole gang here next week. But no promises because, life happens. So, but we're glad you're here.
No promises.
If you're watching the replay, hit that like, hit that sub. Thank you so much. We're almost at 700 subs. Awesome. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. And if you haven't subbed to any of these guys already, go ahead and do it because they deserve your love as well. So, all right, let's see. Ready? You ready for me to push a button that doesn't work? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Son of a biscuit on a Friday. I am so tired of this.